Hi, my name is Cynthia. Today I'm going to talk about, you always hear so many people out there saying how they hate their job. Well, today I'm going to give you a few steps on, if you hate your job, here's a few steps on how to get out. Okay, hate, it's a pretty long video, so hang in there. Hate is a pretty strong word, but I think a lot of people out there will agree that it is used to justify, is justified in this article. I don't need to cite any statistics or reports to tell you that there are a lot of people out there who absolutely hate their job. You probably know at least one person in your social circle who can relate to that. They hate it when to the point where they feel dread on Sunday afternoon knowing that they have less than 12 hours that they have to go back for another week of hell. The reasons vary. The job is not well suited to their personality, bad management, bad co-workers, meager pay. So how do you get out of a job that you hate? It would be really easy to say, just quit, wouldn't it? But alias life is not so easy. There are bills to pay, stomachs to feed, things to buy. So these circumstances chain us into seemingly never-ending cycle. What's even worse is when you're stuck in a career that you hate. A lot of people pursue a career for money only to find that they don't like it and get stuck in it in the sense that they only accrue experience specific to that career and unknowingly pigeonhole themselves in that career by doing so. To help with this hidden epidemic, here is a step-by-step method that you can use to help you get out of your job or career you absolutely hate and into one that you'll absolutely love. Simplify your life. Simplify, simplify, simplify. What a lot of people seem to do is purchase expensive and unnecessary products or services alleviated and distract them from the pain of working in jobs that they hate. Big screen TVs, cable TV, inexpensive cars, etc. And what this does is further dig them in a hole. How so? With these new purchases, they become more enslaved, in debt, and time. Not only are their resources put toward things that won't help them get out of a job career they hate, their time is diverted elsewhere. Time and resources that can be used to tackle the problem dead on, rather than avoid them. Most people get the whole equation backwards. They work in jobs they hate, but do it anyway and buy material items to look successful. In other words, in other people's eyes, all in the meantime having their insides twist and turn every time they pull into work. The main reasons why you should simplify your life are to give you the time and resources to focus on getting out of the job you hate and into the job or career or business you'll love. There are tons of ways you can simplify your life. Cut the TV and cable so you can free time and brain power. Buy a used car. Move to a smaller residence. Stop eating out so much. That's a huge factor. Learn to cook. Sell what you don't need. Keep track of what you spend every day. It really adds up. Do you really need Starbucks every day? The bus is a great way to travel, especially with gas prices these days. Save your loose change. By no means am I telling you to become a caveman and live in the mountains. All I'm saying is to start to differentiate between needs and wants and discipline yourself to simplify. Simplify your life. And what you'll find is that you'll be pleasantly surprised at just how much time and money you can actually save. When you simplify your life, you'll find yourself with more time, resources on your hands. What do you do with those precious resources? Well, you develop cross-marketable skills. This is where a lot of people get stuck. You can spend all the time you want accruing experience, but that will only serve to trap you in your current career, which is exactly what you don't want if you hate your job or career. Developing cross-marketable skills is what will help you free you to pursue other job opportunities and careers. Cross-marketable meaning that they will serve you in any job or career, regardless of the industry. What are some cross-marketable skills to develop? Well, let's see. Selling, persuasion, selling yourself and your ideas to others. This skill is needed more often than you think. When you're on an interview, what are you essentially doing? You're selling yourself. When you want a raise, what are you doing? You're selling yourself. When you suggest implementing your idea, what are you doing? Selling yourself. There is nothing sleazy about selling. Many people associate selling with ripping off the other party. That's not so. If the product services are good, which is you, learning how to sell yourself and your ideas should be your top priority. There are a ton of books on this subject, and it wouldn't hurt to read some of them. Creativity. Technology is replacing a lot of jobs that involve a routine. A simple example is the cashier. Most places are equipped with self-checkout stands now. Creativity is the one thing that will never be replaced by technology. Never. Developing this quality will separate you from the pack. Effective communication. I don't think I need to explain this one. Social skills. Most jobs will require interaction with people, so it would be prudent to learn how to interact with people. Self-leadership. Nothing is more satisfying than knowing you can count on yourself to get the job done. And nothing is more satisfying to employers than knowing you have the self-leadership to get the job done as well. Time management. This is a subset of self-leadership, and it wouldn't hurt to learn how to manage your time efficiently as well. How about technology skills, especially computer-related skills? If you're still having trouble with computers, it would be wise to invest some time and money and learn how to utilize them. Technology is one of the most effective forms of leverage for any business, and businesses will continue to use them. So you might as well hop on board, even if you haven't already done so, and learn. No, these skills will help regardless of whether you choose to go down the employee or the entrepreneur path. Find what you love to do in the meantime. Again, if you've simplified your life, you'll have time and resources on your hands. You use these precious resources to develop your cross-marketable skills and to find what you love to do. When you find what you love, spend time on that subject. Become an expert on it. The great thing about this is that you will naturally become an expert on the subject you love because you spend so much time on it. You read books about it. You think about it all day long. You practice it. If you think about it, that's ultimately what we get paid for. Expertise. That's the bottom line. Expertise is a natural byproduct of pursuing what you love to do, and people pay for expertise. Develop skills, knowledge, and experience related to what you love to do. With your newfound time and resources, this should be easy and natural to do as well. Skills will become a natural byproduct of spending time doing what you love to do and practicing it. Knowledge will be a natural byproduct as well. You'll want to know all about the subject you're passionate about. So you'll read newspapers, books, and articles, etc. that are related to what you love to do. Here's a really simple example to put together everything we've discussed so far. You've simplified your life. You've cut down on expenses. You find yourself having freed the precious resources of time and money. You develop your cross-marketable skills. You spend your time figuring out what you love to do, and you find it. And let's say, for example's sake, it's making people laugh, telling jokes, stand-up comedy. What now? Rather than spending money on buying rims for your car, you start buying stand-up comedy material from Chris Rock, Jerry Seinfeld. You spend your time thinking of jokes and anecdotes and to tell rather than watching the latest episode of Lost. You seek out a mentor and convince him. Thanks to developing your cross-marketable skills of persuasion to help guide you in this new career, you can read books, you try some stand-up at a local bar, you apply for a night gig at the local comedy shop. See how all of these steps intertwine to help one another? Next, You need to job hunt. Start your own business.